Hi y'all, this is Dina and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 kiddos, 5 and under, and in today's video I'm going to share with you what we'll be using to supplement Cycle 2 in Classical Conversations. So stay tuned. So Cycle 2 of Classical Conversations. This will be our second year doing CC, and I still have very young children. My oldest is 5 years old. She's going to be 6 this fall. So all the books that I'm going to show you and all the supplements that I'm going to show you is going to be geared toward that age range. I also have my second oldest that's going to be doing CC with us this year for the first time, and he is about 4.5 years old. If you saw my last video about CC, you know that because of just different circumstances in our life right now, we're not able to join a community. That is completely not by choice because I absolutely love having a community around me. We are moving across country. We are a military family, so we are going to wait until we get to where we're going to join a community. But for about the first 7 weeks, we are on our own, and I do have a video of how we are doing that on our own if you need encouragement or inspiration. If you are in a position where you can't join a community too, then I'll leave that video, not over here, but over here, linked up above. I always mess that up. Linked up above, so that way you can check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and just turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what we got. All right, you guys, so here is kind of the spread of what we've got, and I have divided them by subjects. And so we'll just kind of go through them one by one. And hopefully this isn't going to be too long of a video. And I hope that some of these resources would be able to help you guys out also. So let's go ahead and start right over here. So obviously this is the Foundations Guide for Classical Conversations. It's sold by them. And if you're going to do CC, then this is one of the required books that you need to get. It is a little bit pricey, but you only need one book for your entire family for all of Foundations. So unless anything happens to this book, I can use this for the rest of our kids all the way up to Essentials. Then Essentials, you start to get some different stuff, but I thought that was a pretty good deal. So it kind of breaks it up by week, and it shows you, it's got cycle 1, 2, and 3 in here. I have put a sticky, and here's cycle 2 is kind of the breakdown week by week, showing you what the different things are for all the different subjects, math, Latin, science, English, timeline, history, geography, and then they've got art projects and science projects. And then it just kind of breaks it down even further throughout here. I'm not going to really go through this because it's not a flip through video. If you'd like to see a flip through video of this is a 5th edition Foundations book, then just let me know. Leave a comment down below. If you could not buy absolutely anything else, then this is really all you need. And this, if you've seen my Community Day video, then you have seen this. I went through a flip through of this, so I'm not going to flip through it here. I'll just go ahead and link on top here the video that you can check out to see how I organize it. But what I did want to show you guys is this tab right here. It says Extras. And I got these off of CC Connected, which is a website if you are in Classical Conversations. I highly recommend it. It's got so much information from so many parents out there that have just spent time and energy on trying to make the memory work easier and fun and exciting for your children. So I highly recommend it. Go check this out. So this is just a Cycle 2 5th edition video matchup. So Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime, and then different games. And it goes through the weeks right here. It tells you what the series is or the program. It tells you what episode or the title. Tells you what subject. So like right now, we are currently on week 2. So land biomes. It tells you here it is, what episode, and then where you can get it at. Here's YouTube, Netflix, and it goes through all the different weeks. So that's all that's in here. Here's another one that I found, everything you need to know about science homework. They matched it up with the different weeks, and it's a book that I will show you in just a bit in our science portion. Something else that I found on CC Connected, and I just got it at our local library. And here we got Usborne Books and More Encyclopedia of the World, History Cycle 2. And it matches up by week. So Charlemagne, William the Conqueror, and it'll just keep going. And I will show you that book too when we get to the history section. But it's stuff like this where I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Someone has already done all the legwork for me. I just need to get that book and then it's all laid out for me. Alright, so that's about it for the extras in here. I did save a lot. I didn't print out a lot because I knew that we probably weren't going to have time to do a lot with it. And I am planning on doing a separate video on how we do our memory work throughout the week with kids that are the ages that my kids are. So 5 and under, almost 6 and under. We don't do a lot, but stay tuned for that video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so that way you will be notified when that video pops up. Something else that I got, my daughter has expressed wanting to learn cursive. And so I got the prescripts. This is not the updated version. And so that's okay. I have another book for her that is teaching her how to do cursive, but I just figured this would be kind of neat. I just thought it would be neat for her to have the color the pictures and then learn a little bit of the cursive handwriting. I don't know. I'm still debating whether or not we're going to use this. We have not started it, so I'm not sure, but I did get it, so I wanted to show it to you guys. Next up, we have art, and this is the book Drawing with Children by Mona Brooks that is referenced in the Foundation's guide. And so what I did is I actually found this at our local library, so it was really great. And so all of the art projects and different things, like we just did mirror images for week 2. So that's all in here. If we were not having to do the art projects by ourselves, I probably wouldn't have gotten this book just because of the way I am. And I know that I probably won't read it. It's just kind of a lot of black and white for me. I don't know how else to explain it. But anyway, but I'm not saying not to get it. If you like this type of stuff, then yes, definitely go ahead and get it. But I got it at our local library. And so once we move and we join a community, I probably will not pick this back up. Another one I found at our local library, I just kind of looked up Usborne books and grabbed anything that I could find at our library. So I think this is probably an older edition, but this is Usborne Introduction to Art, and it just has different art, just information of the different art pieces and artworks, the different masterpieces. So I just figured I'd get it, and if we use it, great. I mean, I got it at our library, so it was free. If we use it, great. If we don't end up using it, it's not a big deal. But I just saw art, and I figured I'd pick it up. Okay, the next thing we have is geography. Geography is one of the subjects that I absolutely love. And this is Around the World with Picture Books, Part 2 from Beautiful Feet Books. And it's not just this book that comes with it. This is the teacher's guide. And it actually comes with all of these different books. Last year for Cycle 1, we did Around the World with Picture Books Part 1, and it worked out really well for us. Again, these are all picture books, so it worked for my age group. Here are all the different countries that it covers. So a lot of Europe. We used some of this already for last year for South America, and so it's just really great. If you'd like kind of a more in-depth look at what this is, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to make a video because there's a lot more to this curriculum than I have time to explain right now. But so books used in this study, it just has all of these amazing picture books that I probably otherwise would not have known about. And so it's so great. So it breaks it down into different lessons. It's just really, really good. It's just really good. So again, if you'd like me to go in a little bit deeper into this curriculum and how we use it, let me know in the comments down below, and I will be happy to do that. Here's another Usborne book, Lift the Flat Picture Atlas. This is really great. And this actually has the land biomes, which is wonderful. So it's got just all of these different flaps that my kids just love to flip. So it's got North America, you know, South America. It goes through the different continents, Europe. So, you know, anytime we're looking through a continent or even just a specific place, like last year we did Northern Africa and then Southern Africa, like they can just go through and flip all of these. It's just so great. These lift the flap books from Usborne are just priceless. They're really, really good. This is kind of a random one that I found, seek and find around the world. I actually got it at a hospital gift shop because everything was like half off. So you could probably find it on Amazon, but it's kind of like Where's Waldo, but in different areas. So here's Rio de Janeiro, here's Beijing, Sydney, Australia, Cairo. So it's got, I believe there's like France, oh, here's New York, Nairobi, Venice. So it's just got, I just thought this would be kind of a fun thing to do with the kids. So they have to find all of these different things within the scene. And I just thought that was really cute. I paid half price for it, so I figured it'd be worth the money. And then sticker picture atlas of the world from Usborne. And we've already done some of these. Let's see. So here's all the different continents that it has. And basically what it is they've got stickers. So there's stickers here in the back. And what I did is I cut them out depending on what continent they're for. Oh, here's an example. See, so I cut it out. And we were doing South America last year. And so they just find the different, anything that's like gray in here. So see, here's the Basilica Cathedral. So they'll just take it out and stick it on there so they can just see the different landmarks and everything. This is a really fun one. My daughter asks to do this all the time. So we love doing this one. You know, just a little fun thing for geography. I have them do this like while I'm cooking dinner or making them lunch or just something like that. Something fun that they can do that's not really like school time. It's just kind of a fun learning time. We have this, the Melissa and Doug world map floor puzzle, and we've done this a couple of times and they absolutely love it. It's so fun. It's got the continents on here and it's got the oceans on here also, and then it's got the different animals, you know, and where you can find the different animals at, and so they really love it. It's a floor puzzle. Let me see, there's the pieces are pretty big, like see, that's an actual sized piece. So but it's very, very doable. We've done this as a family. My son has done it by himself. My son has done it with my oldest girl. So it's very doable for young kids. Another thing I wanted to show you guys for our geography is this world map that I got from Target. I actually got it last year. And this is how my kids learn their continents. So going into CC this year, we already knew our continents. Now it's just a matter of learning the oceans. And I actually just made these. I had felt sheets of felt. I printed off the name, glued it on here, and then they can go in and do this. Now, I do want them to know the oceans and the continents, so this is something that we do during circle time. Sorry guys, I'm out of breath. I am about 7 months pregnant, and so so pretty much any little movement that I do kind of makes me out of breath. So anyway, I did see this at the Target Dollar Spot this year. So if you have not gotten it at the Target Dollar Spot, I highly recommend it. It's so cute and it's just nice enough that it can be just up on your wall. And then, I mean, it's even nice, like a lot of times too, I'll just have it off like that, and so it's just kind of more of a neutral color instead of all the bright colors. But my kids absolutely love this. My little 1-year-old can do this. It's just a fun way for them to learn their geography. All right, the next thing we have here is history, and this is another Usborne book that I purchased last year, and then we didn't really use it a whole lot last year, but I think it's going to pertain more to cycle 2. So I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to use it. Again, it'll probably just be one of the books that we kind of keep out, and I'll try to find how it correlates with the different weeks, and we'll just figure it out that way. So, but this is a neat little book, and these illustrations are really, really cute. So, yeah, so Time Traveler from Usborne. And then this is the Usborne Encyclopedia of World History. This is the one that on CC Connected, they have the matchup where they tell you how it correlates with the different weeks. For instance, see, I've got Charlemagne's Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, and then the next week will be William the Conqueror. Here's a part about living in a castle, and so they can just kind of go through and see this. The illustrations in here are really good too. I got the smaller version. I believe there's a bigger version of this, but I got the smaller version because I felt like it was going to be fine. It's internet linked. And so, like I said, on CC Connected, they have a list of what pages correlate with what weeks. And so this is a great resource to have. And then Timelines of World History. I kind of got this one just for me because it's such a neat book. So not only does it tell you what's going on in that time period. So Charlemagne's here, so Southern and Western Europe. But then it also tells you what's going on at the same time on different continents. Northern and Eastern Europe, Africa and the Middle East, Asia, the Americas. So it's so neat. It kind of has it lined out as a timeline. And I really, really like that. I've already gone through and read this, and I just love how I can like put the pieces together in my own head. So that way it helps me when I'm teaching my kids. So yeah, so it's got all of this all the way up to 99. So this is a really good book. I also just really like the cover. I think it's really cute. I'm probably going to display it at some point during the year. This one, I had to get it on Amazon because Usborne discontinued it. But my daughter has already absolutely loved it. She goes in and she read all of these different things about the castles. And she actually used this, her last presentation that we did. She had animals kind of in here and they were, I don't know, fighting each other. I don't know. She did something kind of funny. But it's just a fun little thing. And I love, again, these flat books are just so well done. And the kids love the flat books. So again, Usborne has discontinued this one, so you would probably need to find it on Amazon or find an Usborne representative who has extras of these. Another one from the library, What Were Castles For? And this is another one I will probably just read to her. Or even I just love having these kind of books just for me to read on my own. And then I have a better idea of what I'm going to teach the kids. So this is just another cute one. Another one that we found. Oh my gosh! What? That was my husband. He just nearly gave me a heart attack. Okay, where was I? Whew, calm down. All right. This is actually the older version of the world history book that I have. It's not supposed to be in this pile, but I got it at the library before I got the other one. So I actually don't even really need this one. I just bought the other one instead, but it's in here. Now this one, I almost hate to show you guys because it is so cute and so neat, but it is so hard to find. So I did end up finding one after searching around for a while. But what is it called? Let's see. Castle Pop-Up and Play Fun. And so it's life in a castle. And then it's got these little characters that you actually like punch out. We haven't done it yet because I know that once it happens, then I've got to figure out how to keep all of this together. But okay, this is the exciting part, you guys. I got these on Abe Books, so I'll try to leave that link below. Hopefully y'all can find this book because it's so fun and it's so neat. The next thing we have, whoop, this is a big one. This one is science. So I got this Usborne Children's Encyclopedia. This is something I've had for a little bit. We used it in our dinosaur unit, and we've used it in our human body unit. It's just really, really neat. It's just got pretty much like everything, you know, just a little bit of everything. So this is useful for all of the cycles. This we got at the library, that everything you need to know about science homework. And again, there's a list on CC. I showed you that earlier where it correlates with the different weeks. This is just a fun one. Again, I haven't really figured out how to put it into practice with my age kids, just because I don't want to bombard them and overwhelm them with a bunch of different things. So I haven't really figured out how to do this, but we have it. Again, it's at the library, so if it's something that you'd like to check out, then check out your local library. This is a book that the Foundations Guide references for the science experiments. And so I was so happy when I found it at my local library, because it's got all the science experiments that we'll be doing, at least the ones for week 1 through 7, I believe. Or maybe like from 7 on, they use different things or something. I can't remember. But this is what we'll be using when we don't have a community. When we do move and we do have a community, again, this might not be one that I get, because they'll provide all of that information and all of the materials and everything on community day. Now this I've actually been wanting to get for a while now, these anatomy books. There's a food one, nature one, I believe there's a farm one, but my library didn't have the farm one. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know where this fits into cycle 2. But I saw them at the library, and so I just grabbed them up, because again, I've been wanting to get these for a while. And then especially in the nature anatomy, this was going to be so much fun. My kids are going to enjoy this. I just haven't really looked through this. Hopefully you can find them at your local library and check them out before you get them. You can get them on Amazon. I just haven't really purchased them because I haven't figured out how to use them, but I've seen so many people have them that I just wanted to get them. Now this is the space unit from The Good and the Beautiful. I believe they have a different cover now, but we used this last year already, and I do have a video of how we used it and how I customized it for a preschooler and a kindergartner. So if you're interested in that, I'll go ahead and link it up above, so that way you can check that out. But this is just a neat little space unit. I don't know if we are going to go through the whole unit again, but we're definitely going to learn about the solar system and space for a few weeks in cycle 2. So I did want to mention this. This is such a great resource. Again, we've already gone through it, so I don't know if we're going to do it again just because we already went through it last year. But I wanted to show it in this video because it is a really, really great resource. You can find it on thegoodandthebeautiful.com, and I'll link it below so that way you can go check it out. And another thing we have here, the Melissa and Doug Solar System Floor Puzzle. And this one is so great. It's got the different planets. And again, the pieces are really big. It works really well for my kids because they are so young. So Melissa and Doug puzzles are really great. And then something else I got from the Target dollar spot. This is just inflatable galaxy. So it's just something fun that they can color. It's an inflatable ball, and then they can just color it. And my kids just love to throw around balls, so I thought this would be fun. Another thing is this inflatable world map. So inflatable ball, and then these are stickers, so they can put the continents in the right spot, and then put the oceans on the right spot. So this is really great. And then just some wall accents. Once we start learning about the solar system, we will kind of stick these up. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in our schoolroom or if I'm going to put them in my boy's room because he really, really loves space. And then here's a solar system kit, and it's just kind of one of those little, mobiles. I'm not really sure how to call that, what to call that. But it's just a fun little thing. So the sun, and then you put the planets in the order. And so I'll probably have them do that just kind of as a fun after dinner activity at some point. Another book I wanted to show you guys was this from Classical Conversations. Now this is sold by them, Classical Conversations Multimedia. And this is new this year. This is specifically for Cycle 2. It's called Old World Echoes. And it goes week by week. So it is made to go with the Classical Conversations curriculum. So here's week 1, and it's got a story and it's got a poem. Week 2, it's got another story, another poem, but it's got different things throughout the entire weeks. We have only really started on week 1. We started reading this one. I don't know how well my kids got it because they're so young, and it's about Norse mythology and different things like that. And so I'm not sure how well it was, but I haven't read this poem. I thought they'd really like this picture, and I'm still going to look through this. So we can use this as a read aloud during lunchtime or any other time, really, if my older girl wants to just sit and read something with me. They announced it at Practicum, and so that was really neat. So I went and I ordered it. It was $12.99, but I think it's a really good resource, especially because it's made by Classical Conversations. I don't have to go and research poems or different things that would correlate with the different weeks. It's all kind of just made for me in here. Plus, I like stuff like this because it kind of guides me to what I should be looking for outside of resources like this. The last thing I want to show you guys is this book. If you saw our How We Do Bible video, you know that we use this as a devotional at night. My husband will usually read it, and the kids absolutely love this. This is such a great resource, whether you homeschool or not. It is so good. It's by Louis Giglio. It's 100 devotions. I got this one on Amazon. It was $16.99. I think it's actually cheaper on Amazon. I can't remember, but we've already read through it maybe 3-4 times. And the kids do not tire of it. It's so good. But on CC Connected, they have a matchup list. So they have it per week. So week 1, it tells you which ones to read. Week 2, it tells you which ones correlate with that week, and so on and so forth. I actually found 2 different lists, so we're using both of them. And this has been really good because this book is just so kid friendly, and some of the stuff goes over my kids' heads, but this is a book that's going to be able to grow with them. I learn stuff from this book all the time. And I love that we're able to just read it over and over and not really get tired of it. And I love how over here, so it tells you which pages on here talks about space, which ones are earth, which ones are animals, which ones are people. So you don't have to kind of search through and bookmark all of the different pages on space. You just go to this page and it's right here. And you have everything right there at your fingertips. So it's so great. And I believe that they are coming out with a second version, but a second book in this series, I guess. I think I saw it on Amazon that it's going to be released in November of this year, 2019. So keep an eye out for that. I'm definitely going to pick that up when it comes because we love this one so much. I'm sure we're going to love that one also. Okay guys, well I hope this video was encouraging to you, and if you have any suggestions of any additional resources that we can use for Cycle 2, then please let me know. This is our first time going through Cycle 2, and so I'm always looking for additional resources for my little ones. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. Let me know if you are doing CC or if any of these resources helped you out. Oh, and when you subscribe, don't forget to click the little bell icon so that way you know when new videos pop up. All right, we'll see you later, guys. Say bye. Bye. Bye.